Hi guys, Gina Charlie here from Genius Internet Income Club, and in this video, a good friend of mine, Carl Haavaldsen, who's actually a mentor of mine, he's going to be doing a video explaining one of his projects that he's working on. So enjoy.
Of this one?
We also have a page with previous recordings too.
We do. Yeah, in the Bitcoin Stars group, we have all that there, and the 90-day plan to freedom. I've got all recordings on there as well. We'll make sure you get all that information. Okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay, I just got to bring up the participants to make sure nobody's trying to get into the room here. Okay, so this is what I call my 10x training. This is where you'll be able to you'll have one wallet. You'll have a Tron wallet. I want you to think of your Tron wallet as your bank, and within your wallet, you have multiple accounts, okay? Just like a bank does, okay? So you're gonna have one wallet, and then you'll be able to create multiple accounts within that. You see, I've got Tron Chain, Cyber Chain, Tron Chain 2, Tron Chain 3, you can go Tron Chain 4, Tron Chain 5. And the reason I'm talking about those different accounts is because of the way that I'm going to help you 10x your money. So if we go in and we take kind of a look at things here, and hopefully this is going to simplify things. We're going to talk about 3 different types of contracts. Okay. These contracts can be any size. I'm just using 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 Tron just to kind of give you an idea. It could be a 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, whatever it is, okay? A 5,000 Tron contract is about $125, roughly US. Okay, 10,000, 250, 20,500. So let's say you start this with a 10,000 Tron contract for $250. Now, I'm gonna recommend that you start your contract with as much as you can possibly afford, okay? Don't go selling the house or mortgaging the house or anything like that to do this. Don't do anything crazy. There's no need to go out and sell the dog or something, right? Or your kids or whatever. I'm just kidding. You know what I'm saying? Start with what you can afford on here, okay? It doesn't really matter what that amount is. So in this case here, 10,000 Tron will pay you 100 Tron a day, which is 3,000 Tron a month, about $75, okay? Then the next thing you're going to do in the first month is I'm going to recommend you create an additional self-referred contract that you pay for out of pocket. Okay, so in this case here, your first one was 250, your second one was 125, so you're looking at 375. Now again, this is an example. I'm not saying that's what you have to do, but I'm just going to try and explain to you, if we did it with this amount, how fast you can get to a really self-sustaining income. So what happens here is you have your first account that you're going to get a 10% match plus a 30% withdrawal match on. So when you sign up your second account, your first self-referring contract for 5,000 Tron, you're going to make 500 Tron as a one-time 10% match. You're going to make 15 Tron a day. That's your 30% match. And again, over 30 days, you're going to make 450 Tron. So if we look at between both of these contracts in the first month, you're going to make 3,000 Tron plus 450 Tron plus 500 Tron. Remember the 500 Tron bonus. So that's a total of 5450, right? So that's, no, I think I got that wrong. My math is wrong here. It's a total of 4950. 3,000, see, my math was wrong. Screwed up my math. Okay, so I guess I should watch this, right? Anyways, that's 3950. Or 3450 plus 500, so it's 3950 is what that should be. Okay, so I made a mistake with my math. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. I forgot the 1,500 Tron from level 2. So that's where the 4,950 comes in, plus the 500, 5,450. You're at 5,000. I'm getting confused here myself. I'm looking at the thing at the side here that's distracting me. Okay. So does everybody get that? Do I need to start that over again? So you're getting 3,000 plus 450 for the daily of the match. You're getting the 500 for the one-time match, plus level 2 now, it's a 5,000 getting 50 Tron a day for 30 days for 1,500 Tron, total of 4,950. Okay, plus the 500, that's 5,450. So now you got enough money to start a $5,000 contract, a second one. So on month 2, you're going to take the 5,000 profit, you're going to create a 5,000 Tron contract, a second one. So now you're going to have 2 contracts paying you 15 Tron a day for a total of 30. So that's 900 Tron a month. You're going to get the 500 Tron one-time 10% match from the second contract. You're going to have 2 contracts paying 50 Tron a day for 100 times 30. That's another 3,000. So if we look at that, that is 3,000 plus 3,000, 6,000, 6,900. Okay, that's 6,900 Tron plus the 450 that was left over from the current balance plus the 510% bonus. Now you got 7,850 in there. So what we're going to do out of that is we're going to start another 5,000 contract. Now you could do a $7,800 contract or 7,800 Tron contract if you want to, but we're just talking about 5,000. So right now you're making roughly $172.50 a month. By month 3, you're now creating your third $5,000 contract. Am I losing anybody right now? Is everybody understanding this?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. A little bit of a sarcastic sure, but that's okay. I get it. Okay, so I want to make sure everybody gets this. If I need to re-clarify this, let me know. Okay, I need to make sure that this kind of makes sense to everybody. Now this happens whether you're doing the referring or whether this could be coming from personal referrals. I don't know how you're going to do things. Okay, I'm basing this on you not doing anything, just using your own profits. So at the end of month 3 now, we've got your 3,000 again. You've got 3 contracts now paying you 2,700 Tron a month from the 30%. You've got 3 contracts paying you 50, so that's 4,500 right there. Plus that 500 Tron one-time match. We've got 10,200 that's coming in here. So 10,200 plus the 2,850 from leftover spill, because you only use 5,000 out of the 7,850. You got the 500 match. So now we're at 13,550. Well, now what you do here is a $10,000 contract or 10,000 Tron contract. So now everything starts to double up. So by month 4, you're already at $288.60. Now this is where things get kind of really crazy at this point, because now you're generating 15,000 Tron a month. Now you could do another 10 contract for your 5th contract, right? Which would basically make 21,650 Tron at the end of that month. You could create another 10K contract, or you could just go straight to 20 if you wanted to. But if we did a 10K, month 6, you've just made 31,550 Tron. Now you can create a 20,000 Tron contract. Now you've gone from 31,000 to 40,000. Creating another 20, now you're up to 56,000. Create another 20, now you're up to 81,200. That's by month 9. Now remember, the payouts on these are 3 times this value. That's the crazy part. And at this point now, you're at 81,250. You could do a 50K contract. Or you could do an 80K contract. 4 times what that last contract was. And every time you do it, so when you create an 80,000 Tron contract, that 80,000 Tron contract pays out 240,000 Tron at the end of its contract.
Wow.
See, month 10 can be at that point. That's why I have a question mark there, because we don't know where this will take you at this point. And then imagine when all those people, when you tell somebody about it, then all of a sudden you start creating more. Or maybe after you've done your 10 contracts, you decide to start it all over again with each contract. Go 10 more across on each one. I don't know what you're going to do. Personally, I don't think half of you are going to make it to 10 contracts, because I think it's already going to start filling for you. You won't have to do it anymore. It's what happens here is a domino effect. I know, I'm experiencing it. It's crazy. You know, at this point, I shared it with 26 people when I first started this off. And now I have 230 plus in my team that's going. You know how many personal contracts I have? 5. That's it. I have 5 personal contracts. So, you know, I could turn around and, you know, the way that things are growing in here, and the same thing you can use if you do it yourself, I'm growing by 5,000 to 7,000 Tron a day. That's what I cash out. At the end of my week, I could be starting 50,000 Tron contracts every single week.
Carl?
Yep.
You have 5 active contracts right now. That's what you're saying.
5
right?
active contracts. I have my main one and 4 that are active underneath it. That's it. That's all that I've done. But I have so much growth happening right now that I don't have to create any more out of, well, I could use it. I could turn around and create 50,000 contracts or 100,000 contracts if I wanted to, 300,000, 1,000,000. But I'm doing something a little bit differently right now that I'm not ready to share with you guys yet.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because this is too much information already. I think very far ahead. I mean, I have a very, very long distance vision for this. And, you know, if I shared everything that was inside my head, you'd be walking into a storm. So I have to be very careful. I am told that I share too much information at one time sometimes. So I think this is enough for you guys to absorb today. Okay? And I'm here, my personal goal is to get everybody to 5,000 to 10,000 in earnings per month by end of this year.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
I think I'll do it. I think everybody in this room could be there. Right? Maybe 10 plus a month by the end of this year. We're only 3 months away. That's so much time. You guys have no idea.
5 to 10 Tron or dollars?
Dollars.
US.
US dollars. So imagine in Tron what that is at 2.5 cents. Okay. Look, I'm already after 2 months, and I only activated this on myself 2 weeks ago. And I've almost doubled my income in 2 weeks. Okay. And I'm doing $200 US a day in this. By the end of next month, I should be doing 500 US a day. And that's just me. That's just me using what I showed you on myself with what I'm doing, plus the other stuff I got going in this head that I may share with you guys a little bit later. Okay. But I have to get you guys understanding the process of how to literally take your profits and triple your gain, 10x it. Right? Now, what I'm also showing you though is as we're going through that, what I didn't talk about. And the reason I said a 20K contract or a 50K contract when you had the 80,000, I had 50K, that's leaving you 30K in Tron, which is about $1,000 to just spend however you want to spend it, if that's what you wanted to do. And now you've got a 50K contract going that's 2.5 times the last cycle, which is going to create probably around 160K in Tron by month 11. And then you're doing maybe a 50K one, and now you got 100K in Tron to play around with, right? And now we're talking a couple of $1,000 a month. So it's whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. If you just want to use it as a reinvestment system and build a nest egg for the next year or two, you can do that. If you want to build a nest egg and still have spending money, I'll show you how to do both. But the one thing I'm not going to be able to control, and neither will you, is your mouth. Because the moment you start making money, it's just habit. We will just tell people. That's just how we are. We all do that. When people have success, they need to let everybody know, especially if you got siblings. You're working a job. You should try what I'm doing, making more money than you, and I don't even work half the hours you do, right?
I love it.
So I nudge my brother on that all the time. Oh, you work way too much for too little, right?
Carl,
I make way too much for too little work. So it's just that's just how we are, you guys. That's just what we do, right? And when we're not making money, we're as silent as, well, silence. We just don't talk. We don't let anybody know. We don't want anybody to know that we're not having success. So we zip it. That's it. But the moment you're making 1% a day, look, everybody in this room that's in this right now, you are making 1% more a day than 90% people online today. Did you know that? You're making 1% more. Because 90% of the people haven't made money yet today, but you have. You've made money already. You've made your 1%. And tomorrow you'll probably make another percent, and they still won't make any money. Because the average person is lucky if they make 1 to 2 sales a month in anything online. How many, I mean, you probably don't want to do this. You probably don't want to put up your hand. How many of you have gone weeks without making any money? I know I have. In fact, I've gone months without making any money. And in here, if someone goes a month, if you know someone who's gone a month without making any money, you made 30% more than they did. You see? And everybody gets hung up on that 1%. But that 1%, that's a whole lot of money. Doesn't matter where it's coming from. Right? Go ahead, Eric.
So, Carl, I figured it out. When people see something with a percent symbol beside it, they initially are thinking interest.
Yeah.
As we have in banking or investments.
Yeah.
But what we have actually is a kind of business income from the contract. And what you just demonstrated with the 10x strategy is not compound interest, but compounding capital.
Yes.
So we are opening up new capital channels. So if you bought a franchise to sell burgers on the corner and your revenue was so good, you would go and buy a second franchise in another neighborhood.
That's right.
So these are business contracts that keep earning and producing surplus, and you choose to use the surplus for whatever you like, including buying another business.
Exactly. Well, see, so now I've got this question for you all, okay? What is worth more? 100% of one sale or 1% of many?
J. Paul Getty.
How many people in this industry have told you that I'd rather make 1% on 100 people than 100% on one? How many times have you heard that? Because here's the thing. The people who come in with contracts, you don't know what their size is. So their 1% is different. So you could have a 100% sale that was maybe $100, but you could have 100 people with a combined 1% being $5,000, $500, $200. You see, numbers really screw with everybody up here. Like they did with me for many, many years, because I always thought the smaller the number, the worse off I was going to be. In this case here, this small number supersedes a lot of these 100% that you see out there. You know, and I don't know about you, but I've been in the industry a very, very long time, and I've done a lot of these 100% programs where you make 100%, you know, of the sale you make. The problem is you don't make those sales every day. You're lucky if you make one a week. Some people, maybe they'll make 2 or 3 a week. But ours is residual, where theirs are one time. You see? So you get a lot of people that get hung up on the programs where, oh, I'm going in because I get 100%. So I'm going to go into that one there. And they go and they spend all their time trying to make sales for 100% commissions. And then you got someone like me that says, hey, you know what? Just come on in, put $100 down. Don't do anything. I don't want you to do anything. Just don't do anything. Please don't do anything. Put $100 down. And by the end of that month, I will have 10x'd what those guys did working really, really hard for 100% one-time sales. I don't even work hard anymore. You know, guys, I spend half the time gaming. I'm an online gamer. I play NHL hockey. I do all kinds of stuff. And that's what I spend half my day doing. Or I go fishing during the day. Or I do something. And I still, at the end of that day, I'm still making my 1% and my matches. That's living life on your terms.
Absolutely.
And that's what I preach all the time. When you're out there hustling every minute of the day just to make one sale for 100%, that's not living life on your own terms. Been there, done that, never going to do that again. So think about what we have versus what's out there. I'm not saying the other ones aren't any good. I'm just saying you're going to work way harder. It's going to cost you more. And you're probably going to make a lot less than what you would make here at 1% every single day. Okay, I'm off my soapbox now. I just hope that just made sense to everybody.
Good job, Carl.
Okay, any questions? Bev? Ken? Any questions? Linda?
Nope.
I like to. Yeah.
Actually, I will have questions, but not right now.
Okay, no problem. Well, I'm always available for private Zoom. If you and Ellen and Lewis need to get on one or something, I can always pop in and help out. Okay?
Thanks, Carl. It was awesome.
Yeah, you guys are very welcome. And you guys are always welcome here, and you're welcome to take, bring your teams and stuff. If I can help you guys make that much money, I've done my job. Okay? I mean, we should fill this room so it's at capacity in here at all times. I am so in love with this program, you have no idea. After 7 years in the crypto space, I wish I had this 7 years ago. Because I would have done a whole lot different with my crypto. In the last 7 years, it would have all been here. In fact, I'm taking crypto out of other programs and putting it into here right now, because this is where it's at. So, okay, everyone. Appreciate y'all. Thanks again. You know where to find me. Have a great day. See ya.
Carl.
Yep.
Carl, can you hang out with me and Linda just for a minute?
Yeah, sure. No problem. Okay. Actually, we'll get into my private room. Okay. That's where we'll go.
Thanks, Carl.
You're welcome. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
You're welcome.